Hi, good morning. I've been told never talk about political aspirations, anything political, anything religion. You shouldn't talk about it. But that just makes me want to talk about it more. Our great country right now is in a quagmire, chaos. We have the left wing and we have the right wing, both fighting each other, and mostly fear. Fear could come from jealousy, hatred, rage, revenge, worry, doubt, just unsure of where things going. And that's where we're at right now. We don't know where things are going. So the left fights the right wing fights the left wing, and the bird suffers. That's us, the bird. We're killing the bird. It just doesn't make any sense. If you look back a little bit, there were a few people who had it figured out. Mother Teresa would never attend an anti-anything. She was invited to an anti-war rally. She said, no, I politely declined, but if you have a peace rally, please send me an invitation. Martin Luther King preached nonviolent resistance. Look at Jesus Christ who walked the earth. Jesus Christ preached unconditional love. So there are people who had it figured out along the way. Pardon me. And when I got back from Vietnam in 1968, I was greeted by the hippies, people with long hair preaching love and peace and hugging trees. I'm just returning from a war, and I see this and I shake my head. But here I am now, and many, many years later, thinking these guys could have been right all along. In the old days, when you disagreed with something politically or religion, you would probably be fed to the lions in the arena. Well, we don't feed people to lions anymore, but there's a good chance if you disagree with policy, you could end up being shot, or maybe a 500-pound bomb being dropped on your head. Pardon me once again. So we're reaching a division in the world, in the United States, a division where you're going to see people go in different directions. You might see a large group decide to be kind and patient and follow the commandment, do unto others as you would have done unto you, or even the platinum rule, do unto others as they would have done unto them. So we're at that stage right now where it's time to get behind closed doors like we did in the old days with the politicians, and they didn't come out until they had a decision. Well, this is how you solve things. You compromise, you meet in the middle. That's where we have to go again. Right now, my thought is, if you change your thought, and that comes by stop, pause, and notice what you're thinking, and if the thought doesn't fit in a good way, you change the thought into something more positive. And you have to change the thought, because if you get to the point where you stop, pause, notice, and you see the thought, and you erase the thought, and you say, oh, now I'm free, guess what? The old devil's going to walk out the front door holding his hands and, well, you got me this time. He'll walk out the front door smiling, and if you don't put a new thought in, he'll just walk around the back door, come in, and put a thought that was worse than the thought that was there before. So yeah, stop, pause, notice, but you have to replace the thought with another thought that reaches towards your higher good. So don't leave any empty spaces in there. And the bottom line on this whole thing is, if you change your thoughts, you change your perception. If you change your perception, you change your world. And that's where we're heading right now. I think there's going to be a large group of people who rise up spiritually and in kindness and in compassion and tolerance and humbleness, and understand that it's time to hold hands as we cross the street. Make a great day. Thank you.